Hey everybody, it's Tommy with a better time, and continuing with New Old Stock Thursday, we have Timex 1979. We were fortunate to score these from a store that was selling off all of its inventory, and these things were somehow put in the back and basically lost. And because of that, this is an opportunity. The box, this was kind of a Timex thing in the 70s and 80s. The box became kind of the display case with a little plastic. Now if I pop this up here and slide this watch out, keeping it on the on its original, this has the original price tag still on here. In 1979, this was a $24.95 watch, and the Timex, people give it a lot of grief. This watch did wonders for the watch world. I mean Timex in general. There was a time in this country, in America, when Timex was selling 57,000 watches a day. 57,000 watches a day. One of the reasons for this was you didn't have to go to a jeweler to get it. You could literally go to a place that sold magazines, right? You could go to a place that was a drugstore. Anywhere you went in the U.S., literally almost every single store carried Timex. And yeah, 57,000 of these were being sold every single day. If you know the history of the company, it really is kind of a very interesting story. But look at that dial. It's in a kind of a brandy color here. Let me get, it's like a little dust there on the dial. But kind of like a wine, like a brandy color, really kind of deep, rich burgundy look. And the last person that handled this watch was the person that made it in 1979. It's never been out of the box. Now, the people that don't like Timex very often are people like myself, because when you work on watches and you take the back off of one, Timex are difficult to work on. There are no jewels, so it's metal on metal for the most part. And that means that over long periods of time, metal on metal wears out. And Timex were made also to be bulletproof, right? You know, remember the old ads, if you're of a certain age, they take a licking and they keep on ticking. We used to have commercials where they would put one on the tip of an arrow, and a guy would shoot it through a plate glass window, and it would fall into a tub of water, and of course it would come out still ticking. Or they would put it on the propeller, one of their great ads, you can still Google this. They would put it on a propeller on a boat, right? So the thing would go into the water and just, you know how many revolutions per minute or whatever on the propeller of an outboard motor. And then they would pull it out, and always, you know, same thing, it would take a licking and keep on ticking. And that makes a lot of sense, because there was no jewels in there, there was nothing, it was just metal on metal, and that's very difficult to damage, except over long periods of time. It tends to wear out and it starts to, to become a problem. Not a problem with these, because nobody has ever worn them. They have been sitting, waiting for the first owner to tell the story. Every watch tells a story, right? Well, this story starts with a series of watches that just got lost in a storeroom, and because of that, they are still in the box. They still have all of the original paperwork, all the warranty cards, all of that. I think the price, what did I say, $24.95? It is now up to $250. So about 10 times its value over the course of the time that this has been waiting. But beautifully ticking, doing what it does. No damage ever to this watch, no scratches, no touches. As I said, the last person that touched this watch was the people that made it. So $250, make us an offer, do what you do. And I look forward to seeing you on the next watch, which is probably going to be another Timex, because we've got a whole collection of these new old stocks. I'm Tommy with a better time. We'll see you on the next watch. God bless.